Hey folks, welcome back for another episode of That Local Guitarist. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Rode Videomic NTG. I would hold the actual microphone up, but I'm using it to record this video right now, so cue some B-roll, I guess. So I got this microphone about a month ago. I've used it on all of my videos so far, actually. And I didn't get it because I don't have microphones that are suitable for recording voiceovers, talking, stuff like that. I wanted something that I could just put on my camera and it would record the audio right with the video, and that way I didn't have to go back up and sync it up afterwards, because it's one extra step. It's not a big deal, but it is a little bit more time. The quicker you can get through the process, the more of this stuff you can get done, and efficiency is always good, right? So the biggest thing that kind of drew my attention to this microphone compared to some of the other ones they have out there is the fact that it actually works as a USB microphone too. And how that works is, just your standard USB microphone. You can plug it in, PlayStation, computer, whatever. The really cool feature about that, though, is you can grab a USB-C to 1/8" adapter, and you can use that to feed audio to your camera, and then the regular 1/8" out you can use to monitor the sound. So if you're shooting on a Sony camera like myself, 6300, it does not have a headphone jack on it, so you're kind of just guessing at levels. This kind of eliminates that. It makes it really nice, a lot more accurate, less fiddling around with stuff. That's very nice. The 1/8" out on it is an auto-sensing jack, so if you use just a regular TS, TRS, or TRRS, it's automatically going to know what it's hooked up to, and it'll adjust the signal accordingly. That's nice because it'll work even with your cell phone and stuff, and I may test that out in a future video, but for now, sticking with what works. As far as features go, it does not require an external power supply. It does not require an external preamp. It's battery powered, internal charging through the USB. And the 30-hour claim is probably pretty accurate, because there's been a couple times that I've actually forgotten that you have to charge the microphone. That's awkward when you get done and go to start editing your footage and there's no sound on any of it. Yeah, that's happened before. In addition to that, it's got a 2-step high-pass filter. I think that's at 75 and 150, but that might not be right. I want to say the peak sensitivity, it's supposed to be able to handle up to like 120 decibels, which is, that's pretty freaking loud. Some of the other notable things on it, it records with a backup track. So if you clip your signal going in, then it's automatically got a backup track going with the pad on it that it can drop down to. So that's kind of handy in case something kind of, for talking stuff like this, it's not really a big deal, but if you're out in public recording or something and a loud noise comes in or whatever, it's nicer to have that versus clipping the signal. So to touch back on the USB features a little bit, the really nice thing about that is, like, say I get done with this video and I've transferred all the footage onto my laptop and I'm out on the road somewhere editing it, and I realize, hey, you forgot to include this little tidbit of information that you wanted to, and you want to do a quick little voiceover. Well, like I said, you don't need any external power supply, preamp, interface, anything. You can just plug this directly in via USB, record your voiceover, and you're done. Which also, like I said, makes it work with, I use this one with my PlayStation. I use it with my computer for gaming because it's got pretty excellent noise rejection, actually. We'll see. There's a lot of noise going on upstairs right now, so we'll see how much of that comes through in the video. But if you're looking for a microphone for your camera, you're to do some interviews, you're starting to do some YouTube videos or whatever, I would highly recommend checking out the Rode Videomic NTG. It's been really useful for me. I've really enjoyed it. Haven't had any issues with it. So thank you again for watching, and if you haven't, go ahead and click the subscribe button down in the corner there, and we'll see you next time.